everyone, welcome to Something Delicious with me, Geeta. Today we're going to be making a nutritious dish that involves cooked lentils, cooked brown rice, cooked quinoa with an array of vegetables to make this a brown rice quinoa lentil pilaf. To make this dish quick and easy, it helps if you make the lentils, which is 1 cup of lentils, and this will be all in the recipe, that you cook with a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt till it's just fork tender. You don't want to overcook it. Spread it out on a wax paper and let it cool. The brown rice and quinoa, if you look at the link below, it will show you exactly how to cook that, and that's also 1 cup of brown rice and 1 cup of quinoa. The vegetables that are going to go into this dish is cabbage, onion, carrots, and peas. We're also going to add 1 cup of golden raisins, 1 cup of pistachios that I bought from my favorite store, again, Costco. And the spices that are involved in this is turmeric, a little bit of cayenne pepper, cumin powder, coriander powder, cumin seeds, and oil. I want to show you how to cut the carrots. You're going to take your carrot and peel it and then cut it in half lengthwise, and then go ahead and just chop it into bite-sized cubes. This will, if you have all your carrots cut evenly like this, it'll ensure that they cook at the same time. So this last piece is fairly thin, so I'm not going to cut it in the middle longitudinally. I'm just going to chop it across. This is 1.5 cups of chopped carrot. This is 1.5 cups of peas. This is 1 cup of chopped red onion. For the cabbage, I have 4 cups of finely shredded cabbage. You could either use a food processor, or I'll just show you how I do it. I hold it on one end over here and then just start slicing. And if you just keep your knife at the top anchored, it comes together pretty quickly. And this is just the remaining bit that I'm going to add, and then I cut it across, and here we go. Okay, so to get the vegetables cooked, you're going to get a nice big pan like I have over here. You want to heat that pan up and add your oil. Once you add the oil and it starts to heat up a little bit, you're going to add the cumin seeds. When you add the cumin seeds, just take a moment to distribute it throughout the oil. It's going to start to sizzle because the oil's nice and hot. And what you want to do is wait for that cumin seed to get brown, a little bit more toasted. Next, you're going to add the turmeric and let that just nicely get distributed in the oil. And then add your chopped onion. Saute the onion for about 5 minutes until it becomes translucent. I'm going to put a lid on it and just lower the flame for a few minutes. So if you see the onions have become somewhat translucent, then you're going to add the carrot. You always add the vegetable that takes longer to cook first, so carrots take longer than cabbage and peas. So I'm going to add the carrot and mix it all in. While the carrots are cooking, it's a good time to mix all of your grains together along with the lentils. So I'm going to go ahead and add the quinoa right into the bowl. Then I'm going to add the brown rice. And then last, I'm going to add the lentils. I'm going to take my spatula and toss this all around so that when we mix the vegetables, you're gonna get an equal part of brown rice, quinoa, and lentils. See if the carrot is like fork tender, so to speak. If you can take your spatula and cut it, and there's a little bit of give, then it's gonna be cooked but not overcooked. To this mixture, you're going to add the cabbage. You're going to add the peas. And all your spices. So this is going to be some salt. Here's the cayenne pepper. Now, anything that involves pepper, you could always add more if you like a more spicy taste. I'm making this pretty like a medium to low heat. And that was the cumin powder. Now go ahead and stir everything really well. And once you're done stirring, you're going to put the lid on and let it cook for about 5 to 7 minutes. When you see that the cabbage is turning a little lighter in color and you feel like it's a little moister because the water is coming out of the vegetable, that is a good time to add your pistachios and your 1 cup of raisins and mix this really, really well. And let this sit for another 3 to 4 minutes. After about 6 minutes or so, you're going to take your cabbage mixture here, make a small little well here. And this part is optional, that's why I didn't put it earlier. You're going to put 3 tablespoons of butter right in the middle. And let it do its magic and melt. And I would then lower the flame to like between medium and low and just close this. And let it sit like this for about 6 minutes or so. So when the butter is melted like this, you're going to take the butter and mix it in really well with the rest of the vegetables. I do wish you all could smell this because it smells pretty delicious. Another thing I want you to look for is that the raisins will be plumped up because the heat makes the raisins nice and plumped up. Put the temperature down to low and let it sit for about 3 minutes. It looks like there's a little too much butter, but it really isn't because we're going to mix this with the rice and the quinoa and the lentils, so you kind of need that fat to help hold everything together. So I'm going to shut the stove off, and next step we're going to mix everything together. Now we're going to take our vegetables and add it directly to the lentils and the quinoa and the brown rice. Gently mix everything. You also want to take a half a teaspoon of salt because now that you've put all of these ingredients together, it requires a little bit more salt to just keep it nice and tasty. And as you're mixing this, add your cilantro. The final step, just plate some of this into a nice big bowl and add a little bit of cilantro right on top. Here you go. Thank you for watching this episode of Something Delicious. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. If you like this video, we'll be posting a new video every Saturday. See you soon.